Good afternoon, everyone. This is Abhinandan from Edumpus. We are here again with the second edition of the Edumpus View 1.0, which is the webinar with SEGi University Malaysia. We are expecting our presenter to join in soon. Our presenter is the country manager and international recruitment manager for India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, probably the whole of South Asia. So her name is Shantanu, and she'll be joining with us. She is there. So Shantanu, we can start whenever you are ready. Good afternoon, Mr. Prem, and good afternoon, everyone. Those who have joined, there are furthermore people who will be joining with us shortly. In the meantime, our presenter is also preparing so that we can start with the presentation soon. Good afternoon, Sumit. As the procedure goes, we will be showing you the university presentation first of all. After that, we will be showing you a campus tour video, which will give you an exact look and feel of how the life of a student is going to be in the SEGi University campus. And post that, in the meantime, also while the presentation is on, if you come across any queries, if you come across any questions, if you have any doubts, you can definitely ask the questions in the chat box, and the presenter will be answering those questions. And even after that, if you come across any further queries, you can definitely write back to the client relationships executives from Edumpus and also the university representative. So in the meantime, when the presenter gets ready, I have a quick question for those who have joined. So I'm just popping up that poll question, and I would request all of you to register your answers with us. It's a very simple question. How do you think this COVID situation is going to affect the flow of students to different universities, different institutions? And we have given three options. It will be an opportunity once all of this is over. Second option is it is going to affect badly, which we all don't want. And option three is need to keep conducting such events with the students. So I'll be popping up the question soon.
hear me? Okay, sure. Hello everyone. I'm Anu from SEGi University
Good af
Malaysia.
Yes,
So,
good afternoon, Shantanu. We
SEGi
all can hear you
University has been
clearly.
in Malaysia for
We
more
can
than
start with
40
the
years
presentation
now.
whenever
So
you
we
are
are not
ready.
a new university. And okay, let me introduce about our university, what are the programs we have, and faculties we have, and all those things. And later on, I will share a video of our university. Okay, so uh, of course there has to be a reason for students to choose SEGi University. So SEGi University is a well-recognized university in Malaysia, and we have more than 3,000 international students from 80 over countries studying in our university. So this is also a plus point for us because when students graduate, we have alumni all over the world actually. Okay. And also, we are well recognized. All our programs are accredited by the Malaysian Higher Education and Malaysian Qualification Agencies. So there won't be any issues when the student graduate to recognize their certificate, and they won't have any issues. And this yeah, also for the MBBS program, we are recognized by the Medical Council of India, MCI. So once the student complete the MBBS program, they will easily get recognized by the MCI. So, as I told you, our university is one of the largest private education providers here, and every year we will have at least 1,000 plus international students enrolling for all our programs. Okay, these are some of the pictures of our university auditorium. And this is our campus. It's a very beautiful building actually. It looks like a Rome building actually. Okay. And we also have various branch campuses, which is located in SEGi College, which is SEGi College Subang Jaya. Okay. And then we have this SEGi College Kuala Lumpur, and SEGi College Penang, and SEGi College Sarawak. Sarawak is East Malaysia. So when the student, MBBS student, when they are into their clinical years, we will send them to this Sarawak campus because they will be attached to the government hospital in Sarawak. Okay, and ours is university campus. So one university campus, 5 college branches. Am I not clear? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So these are the different disciplines of faculties that we offer in our university
Now I
campuses.
guess you are clear.
Okay. So we have short English program, intensive English program, which is for 6 months. After completing this, students can sit for IELTS exam. This is for those students who don't have the IELTS qualification. Then they can come here, do this English program, and get the IELTS results. Okay. And then we have foundation program. Foundation is those after O-level students or after 10th, grade 10, they will be doing foundation in science or foundation in arts. And then we have education program. This education program is specifically for early childhood education, special needs children's education, counseling. So those program comes under the education faculty. And then we have business, accountancy, and management. Some are saying my voice is not clear. Yeah, you can also go through the presentation. Later on, it will be shared to you. I hope I'm clear enough. I'm trying to bring my voice out. Okay. So, under the business faculty, we have business, accounting, and finance. And then we have engineering and built environment, where we have the program of mechanical, civil, electric, electronic, architecture, interior architecture, chemical. So we have all those under the engineering faculty. And then for information technology, we have the program of Bachelor IT and Bachelor of Security. Uh, Science, Actually, hello. Okay. So, like I told, these are the programs that we are running. Okay, let me tell you that some of our programs, and most of our programs is under a partner university program, which is under UCLAN, which is University of Central Lancashire, UK. So we have this dual award or double award program where the student will have advantage of having workshops with the UCLAN lecturers. Okay, so and also when they graduate, they will be getting 2 degrees. One is from SEGi University and one is from University of Central Lancashire. Okay. So later on when I share this slide, you can see those dual award programs and all. So they also have an option of transferring their final year to University of Central Lancashire with 100% credit exemption. Okay. And these health science programs is not a dual award program, it's only single award. Okay. So these are the run through of the programs that we offer. Okay, and also some of our students who is our alumni. Okay, and our university has we offer this hostel as well. This is some of the pictures of our hostel. Later on, I'll share more pictures on the hostel. So they can even cook in the hostel. We have washing machine, aircon, AC, water heater, everything is there. Yeah, I can see some questions at the side here. Eligibility for these undergraduate programs will be 50% in the grade 12. After completing grade 12, student will be eligible to directly enter into the degree program if they have 50% and above in specific subject depending on the program that they choose. For health science program, it has to be, for example, MBBS, it has to be 70% and above in science subjects. Then they will be eligible for the MBBS program. For PG, it has to be 2.75 and above in the bachelor's degree or master's to be eligible for master's or PhD. And we don't have stay back option. When the student is reaching final year, they can start looking for a job. We have a career service center, so they will advise students on where they can look for job, how they can look for job, which is the best place. They will give students will be given options and guidance on how to apply job. But there is no stay back option. Once the visa expires and they have completed studies, then the student has to go back to their country. And no part-time job is allowed. Part-time job is only allowed during the holidays. When the student is moving on from semester 1 to semester 2, there will be 2 to 3 weeks semester holiday in between. So only during that time, student is allowed to do a part-time job, 20 hours per week part-time job. If the class sessions are going on, then students are not allowed to work. That is the immigration policy over here. And yes, IELTS is mandatory. For those students who is from English medium school, then IELTS is not required. For those students who are not from English medium school, then yes, they have to give IELTS. And for undergraduate program, the IELTS has at least, it has to be 5.5. And for postgraduate program, it has to be 6.0 and above. Okay, gap is allowed if the student has a valid reason. 1 or 2 years gap is okay, but for students who has like 5 years gap and all those things, they will need to write an explanation letter saying that why they have a gap between the plus two or somewhere after the graduation until they continue studying. They have to give an explanation letter. Only then the immigration will consider the application. And criteria for MBBS, like I said, it has to be 70% of biology, chemistry, physics, maths, and another one subject. So 5 subjects, we require 5 subjects. Oh, sorry, 4 subjects: bio, physics, chemistry, maths. These 4 subjects, each subject has to be 70% and above. Only then it will be accepted. We don't require show money. Actually, our visa processing is quite simple. We only require this what do you call it? We only require the student's passport copy, all pages, and then passport size photo, the high school results, grade 10 and grade 12 results, and then those documents, application forms, and whatsoever. We don't require the student to show their bank balance. It is not required by our immigration. What is ITR? Is ITR mandatory? What is that? Can anyone tell me what is ITR? Income tax return. No, we don't. You don't have to. The student doesn't have to show all that. We don't require any fund details. And okay, the fee structure for MBBS. Let you know the fee structure for MBBS. It is for the whole 5 years. It will be roughly around 64 lakhs. For the whole 5 years, the MBBS fees will be roughly around 64 lakhs. Of course, there is a breakdown to this payment where student will be paying by installment. That means by semester, they will be paying their tuition fees. In 1 year, there will be 2 payments, 2 installments for the tuition fees. So for 5 years MBBS, there will be 10 installments. This 64 lakhs will be broken down into 10 installments. Of course, the first year payment will be slightly higher because they will be paying for the first time visa application, registration, application, administration fees, and those things. So when they move on to second year onwards, it will be slightly lesser. But in total, it is roughly around 64 lakhs. And for postgraduate program, the fees is roughly around it will be roughly around 8 lakhs, depending on the program as well. If by research, it will be slightly cheaper because it involves more on research and all. Okay, actually NEET is not our requirement. NEET is the MCI's requirement. So we don't actually see the results is accepted by MCI, then it's okay because it is not our requirement. No, in Malaysian ringgit, it will be 362,000 Malaysian ringgit. 64 lakhs is in Indian rupees. The postgraduate program is roughly around 8 lakhs. And other degree program like Bachelor Business Management, Hospitality and Tourism, and those programs, it will be roughly around 13 lakhs. For engineering, it will be roughly around 17 lakhs. I think I've shared our, maybe later on I can also share the fee structure and all, and it will be easier for you all. Yes, MBBS 5 years is actually broken down into the first 2 years will be pre-clinical years, where they will be studying in our university campus in Kuala Lumpur. So two years pre-clinical they will do here, and the 3 years clinical phase they will be sent to this for the hospital Sibu Sarawak. So the students will be sent there.
Okay, so it looks like the university representative is offline. She's been witnessing intermittent connectivity on her system. So you can continue posting your questions, and as soon as she's online, she will be taking up your questions. Campus. It's really beautiful.
Okay, so um, let me share with you regarding our. We have two types of hostel. One is campus. We call it on campus. On campus is located inside the campus, and it's a dormitory style. So it's all rooms. Each room is shared by two students. One common shared bathroom. Okay, that is on campus. And then the off campus. Off campus is just 5 minutes walk from our university. It's an apartment with 3 or 4 rooms. So student can choose based on the comfortability that they want. Okay. So this hostel, campus hostel and on campus hostel is including the whatever rental that they are paying, facilities fees, and then these utility bills like water bill, electric bill, Wi-Fi, aircon, hot shower, and then washing machine. In the off-campus, they have the apartment hostel. They have better facility because they will have kitchen to cook, refrigerator, and so on. So it will be more like a home. This on campus is just rooms and they won't be allowed to cook inside, and a shared bathroom. So the average rental per month for these hostels will be roughly around 9,500 Indian rupees per month. That's the average, roughly around 9,500 Indian rupees per month for the hostel. It is also including the cleaning services. That means there will be every 2 weeks once there will be a cleaner who comes and clean the common areas, wash the bathroom and all. Okay, and the living cost for the hostel and food will be roughly around 25,000 rupees per month. This is just an average estimation for hostel, food, laundry, those things. Okay, so roughly around 25,000 rupees per month. We have cafeteria in the campus itself, so student can buy food from there. And also surrounding our university, we have a lot of restaurants, grocery stores, shopping mall, and also it will be easier for students to get whatever necessary for them. And they don't require any transportation because everything is just walking distance. And but then we also have this train station just in front of our campus. So let's say on weekends a student wants to go to a shopping mall and all, they can just take the train, which is just like 5 minutes walk from the campus, take the train, and then 1 or 2 stations away there is a shopping mall and all. This Kota Damansara is actually like a town. It's like it is in Kuala Lumpur, but 20 minutes from the city center, and it is a town by itself. So everything is there in Kota Damansara in the main campus. And also once the student has become has registered and registered physically and all, they can apply for this transport rebate. They will get a card, so whenever they take a train or bus, then they can use the card to get a 50% discount on the bus fare or train fare. That's one thing. Okay, that is the hostel and the living costs. Okay. Anything regarding the hostel that you all want to know before I move on to the scholarship and the internship part? If you have any question, then you can just type it. On the way, I'll just explain. Okay, so regarding the internship, every um, every program, yeah, every program in the final year, students will be going for internship. So They will be going for a 4 months internship. Normally it will be in the final semester or maybe in the final year, maybe in the first semester or second semester. But there are some programs where during their internship, we will send the company internship, but some companies do. So it depends on the company actually. And for hospitality program, it's a bit special because student has better option for internship, whereby student can go for internship in Malaysia or back in their home country, or they can even go to Maldives. We have an agreement with Maldives hotels and resorts where our students will be sent there for the internship. So this hospitality program, they will be paid monthly allowance for internship. Food and accommodation is also paid by the hotel or resorts that they are going for internship for. Okay, so it's quite fancy if they go for this Maldives internship and all. Okay, so there is one program which is Diploma in Restaurant Management, where student will be going for 1 year internship. This 1 year internship will be with KFC. Basically, they will be taught on how to manage a restaurant. So they will go in as a management trainee from the basic level up to the supervisory level. They will learn everything. Paperworks and also the operations part. They will learn everything during this 1 year, and they will be paid 1,000 Malaysian ringgit every month for their allowance. So that is a diploma in restaurant management. Otherwise, the other programs, the internship is all same, like roughly around 4 to 6 months. Okay, so that is regarding the internship. And now moving on to this scholarship. Okay, so regarding scholarship, hello. Okay. Regarding scholarship, has fees. So students will get 20% scholarship on the first year program. Okay, so that is engineering scholarship, the 20% for the first year. And then for the other programs, except health science programs, all other programs like business, hospitality, education, IT and all, we have merit scholarship. Merit scholarship is actually based on students' GPA results for every long semester. So, in a year, a student will have 3 semesters, which is 2 long semester and 1 short semester. So, in every long semester, if the student managed to achieve 3.75 and above the GPA out of 4, then they will be able to get a full waiver of that semester. So let's say they need to pay 7,000 ringgit for that semester, then they will get a full waiver of 7,000 ringgit in that semester. Moving on to another long semester, second long semester. Let's say again they get the 3.75, again they will get the waiver. So they will only need to pay for the short semester. This scholarship is applicable from first year up to the final year. So they will need to, once they have sit for the exam, they get the 3.75, they need to go to the faculty office, get an approval from the dean, and then submit it to the bursary department, and then their fee will be adjusted accordingly. So that is the procedure for the student to get the scholarship. And if let's say they get this scholarship, this merit scholarship constantly from first year up to the final year, every year they can save at least 60% of their tuition fees. So of course, 3.75 is quite high. When we are giving a scholarship, we have to set a standard for the students so they also concentrate and study as well. So some programs is this 3.75 is quite easy to achieve, I would say, because like programs like BIT, engineering and all, they will have this 100% coursework subject. So most of the assessment will be based on the coursework, and they will won't have these 100% coursework based subjects won't have final exams. So that is a relief for the student. And also for other subjects, they will have 50% or 60% coursework assessment, and only 40% will be the final exam. So that is also a relief. So if students really work hard, they can really achieve 3.75 in their semester, in the long semester, and achieve this scholarship. We do have students who achieve this scholarship and manage to get this waiver every long semester. So actually, it will lessen the burden to pay fees and all. Okay. Otherwise, we have for postgraduate program, postgraduate by research. We have 25% scholarship on the tuition fees. So let's say a student chooses to do Masters in IT. So Masters in IT is a by research program. So automatically, if they meet the entry requirement, they will be able to get this 25% scholarship on the tuition fees. Okay, so that's one thing. And then the other scholarship we have like siblings discount. That Okay. Where was I? Yeah, of course we have rebates like a 2,000 ringgit rebate on tuition fees when the student applies online or through education fair, those things. So we have certain discounts as well. And currently, because of this MCO, movement control order or lockdown, we are also giving 3 months free hostel for the student, which is inclusive of food, so that student doesn't really need to go out of their hostel to get food and all. And currently, we are running all the classes under online. So those students who did not manage to go back and all, they're doing online classes, and I believe it will be the same for all the upcoming students as well until the lockdown is implemented. Okay, and okay, let me explain about the application process. So when a student wants to apply, the student has to send the grade 10 and grade 12 results, or O level or A level results. They have to send it to me, email to me. Then I will send it to the registry department to do the assessment to see if the student is eligible for the program. For MBBS and dentistry, of course, there is interview. So if the student is eligible, then I will set for an interview, Skype interview or anything. Then the student will complete the Skype interview, and the faculty will let us know whether they have accepted the student. So if the student is eligible, then I will issue a placement letter or eligibility letter saying that the student is eligible, how much is the tuition fee, the bank details and everything will be in the letter. Then student will need to make an initial payment for their application, registration and visa processing. That will be roughly around 56,000 Indian rupees. Roughly around 56,000 Indian rupees, which is for the application, registration, and visa processing. So once the student has paid this amount, we will issue the official offer letter from the university, give it to the student, and also submit the offer letter together with the all other documents, the passport copy, passport size photo, application form, all the documents we will compile and submit it to the immigration international office. We have an international office, so they will submit it. They will liaise with the immigration office. So So yeah, in normal cases, the visa process takes around 3 to 4 weeks. If additional documents is required, then the student will have to submit. Okay, there is something I need to mention. Under this student visa, the medical insurance will be given as well. So when a student applies for the student visa, medical insurance is covered under the visa. Okay, that is for their hospitalization and also they can use the insurance covered for them if let's say they are hospitalized. But if let's say for this dental and eye checkup, since we have our own clinic and facilities in the campus, our dental clinic and our optometry clinic, so student can make use of that facility as well. We also have outpatients visiting these clinics. So yeah, why not the student make use of these facilities as well, because it doesn't cover in their visa. Okay, there is one I need to mention. We have this, it's not new actually, we have this online program currently under COVID situation. Not many students will be able to travel. So we have online programs as well for business related programs, Bachelor Business Management, and then Executive Diploma in Business Administration, MBA in General Management and Global Business. And very soon we will be incorporating more programs into this online learning. So currently, if any students who are interested to start studying, they can apply for the online program. And later on, if let's say after the COVID situation is all back to normal, then the student can change it to a conventional program. So we have those options as well for students. Okay. And the other thing is we have some individuals, they only have working experience without proper certification. So now what we are doing is we have this thing called APELC. APELC. A student will be assessed based on their experience. So with the working experience, so that is also an advantage, and also accelerated learning. So accelerated learning is more on fastening or completing the studies in a shorter duration. Uh, with our package, we have a package of foundation, degree, masters, where students can complete within 5 years. So because they will be given the maximum credit exemption when they move from degree to things like that, accelerated learning pathway. I think I've covered most of things I need to mention. Maybe now we can move on to the question and answer session.
Everyone to please post your questions here. If you have any questions related to the hostels, fee structure, the scholarships, and other parts of the presentation that was shared by uh, Shantanu. So we will be taking on those questions. If you don't have any further queries, you can let us know. And if you come across any more queries later on as well, you can definitely write to Edupus or the client relationship executives assigned to you, and we will get back to you in the shortest possible time. Okay, Shantanu, it
Okay.
seems there are no further questions as of now. So if we come across any questions,
Mm-hmm.
directing all the questions to you. And we will also be
Okay, sure.
conducting another series in the last week of this month. So we will be expecting your presence in that as well. And at the same time, I'd
Yeah,
request
it's
you to
really a
please check
trouble
with your
here.
internet connection. Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
this session was engaging for all those who attended, and we will be promoting it furthermore so that we can get for more attendees and we can
Yeah, hopefully we can work
get a
out
good business
something and
out of it.
keep the brand in the market until all this COVID situation is back
Sure.
to normal. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining
Thank you
in,
for
people, and thank you,
organizing
Shantanu,
this.
for your time. And
Thank you
always be
everyone. Thank you for organizing this and stay
yeah.
safe everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
You too. Bye bye.